Cavies, it's Barbie, and I am back. I've been gone for a little while. I've been doing keto. I lost a little bit of weight, so I'm really excited to share with you this wonderful, deliciously wonderful mac and cheese recipe that uses cauliflower. Yay! Now, the caveman says I have to stop making mac and cheese because I have too many, apparently, episodes on mac and cheese, but I told him, no, this is delicious and everyone's gonna love it. So, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start with my pot on the eye, over medium-high heat. I am going to crush 2 cloves of garlic, and I have a chopped, well, half of a chopped sweet onion. That's the way we're gonna start off. A little bit of olive oil in the pan. The garlic, the onion, and of course, like I said, medium-high heat, so we're gonna let it sweat and kind of dissolve, and then I'll be back and show you the rest. The onions and the garlic has sweated down nicely. I'm gonna give them a couple more stirs around the pot. I, of course, start off on really high heat and then lower it to low just to let everything kind of come together nicely. So now I have my cauliflower. I have pulled it apart, right, and kind of like little mouth-sized pieces because, of course, I want it to soak up the cheese sauce. So, really excited about it. I'm gonna start, move this kind of to the side. And I'm gonna start putting in cauliflower, a little at a time, kind of rotating it with the onions so that it gets a little bit of heat and spice to it, but not too terribly much. Because the majority of it will be cooked in the oven. So I just use 1 head of cauliflower when I make my mac and cheese, just to make sure there's enough cheese sauce. I love cheese sauce. It is one of the best things on earth. So I'm just gonna keep turning this and let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes just to get it to steam a little bit and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. So I'm gonna put it on low on the back burner and just slide it back. And I'm going to start the cheese sauce. Now this is good. So now I have of course, my little pot, my little sauce pot. I'm gonna turn it down to low. Let it heat up a little bit on the bottom. Now, I use 4 different kinds of cheeses. Well, 4 different kinds of cheeses. And I make kind of like, it's called a bouillie, but it's kind of like a roux. Kind of like if you're doing a really great, like a really great Alfredo sauce or something like that. So we start off like that. So I'm gonna start off with butter, half a stick of butter. And I'm gonna start off with some coconut milk in place of heavy cream. So you can use heavy cream if you like, but I don't know. There's something about heavy cream that it's kind of a stopgap for me. So I'm gonna pour my coconut milk down in with the butter. Now, this is one of my favorite parts where you get to see the butter kind of melting into the coconut milk. Oh, it smells so good. Now, at this point, if you are not going to do a topping, now's the time to add your salt. But I am going to use the classic keto pigskin crunchies. I don't know. I'm gonna use those as, and I hate saying that, oh my gosh, like going from vegan to keto is crazy, the amount of stuff that you pull into your world. Okay, and look away, my vegan friends, look away. Bacon fat. Yep. Gotta just do a big dollop down here in the sauce. It gives it a smoky complexity. It offsets your usage of the salt. It has kind of a sweet. It's just pretty amazing. Not gonna lie, pretty amazing. Now I'm not gonna put any actual bacon in this recipe, although you can chop up some bacon and put it in with your cauliflower, which is really great. It's very, very tasty, very delicious. It's just not what I'm gonna do today. Maybe I'll have to make another recipe with bacon in it. That'll please the caveman to death. All right, so I have got this melted together, all combined, and I'm gonna use coconut flour. Remember, coconut flour is extremely absorbent. So I'm only gonna use about a tablespoon or so and kind of see how it goes, see how it thickens. We are expecting rain today, so of course it's gonna be a little more moist in the air here in Florida. Just using enough to kind of start it thickening. There we go, now it's thickening. And so you want it to be a little less runny than just actual regular water. Because as you start putting your cheeses in, it's gonna really start congealing fast. Okay, so I turned it up to medium heat. I'm gonna start with my hard cheeses, my Gruyere and my cheddar. Those are my first cheeses to go in because those are, of course, the hardest cheeses. I just laid my arm in butter. Awesome. Well, there we go. Now I use block cheese instead of shredded cheese mostly, just because you get more for your money, but you gotta do you. I do use the mozzarella and a shredded because I like to make keto bread. It's really tasty. All right, well, I'll see you in a sec when this starts to melt and we'll add in some more cheeses and I'll show you what to do next.